Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we're going to take a look at a very simple local area network, or LAN for short. I am going to go to my end devices here and add a couple of computers. So let me add this PC and this PC right here. And I'm going to go to my cables and connect them via a crossover cable. Now, we have different kinds of cables for connecting computers. When you connect two devices, and this could be two PCs or any other devices, you're connecting their network interface cards to one another directly, you use a crossover cable. Crossover cable, the sending and receiving lines are reversed from one end to the other. In other words, the wires that are sending are receiving at this end and vice versa. And that kind of makes sense if you expect them to talk back and forth. But enough about that cable. Just remember, use a crossover for direct connection between two devices' network interface cards. I have two computers that are connected via in the local area network, and this is the simplest LAN that you can have, two devices directly connected. Now, when you're in a local area network, the computers must be addressed properly so they can talk to each other, and they are. These two computers are addressed properly already. Each has an address. If I double click on this PC2 and look at the command prompt here and type in ipconfig, and a bit more precisely perhaps get all the configuration with using the all switch, you can see it says physical address. That's the physical address for this machine. Let's copy this. And let's paste it in a little balloon here so we can remember that. So this is the MAC for PC2. Good. Let's open up PC3 right here and check out the ipconfig, short for IP configuration. We'll discuss IP stuff, Internet Protocol, later. And let me get the physical address right here. These things do have a convention. The first 6 digits are the manufacturer, and the remaining 6 hexadecimal digits represent the actual device's network interface card. And let me paste that here. And this is MAC for PC3. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any direct way of working with a MAC address. We can work with TCP/IP tools, and they require an IP address. Currently, these two machines do not have any IP addresses. If I were to open this up, and you can see clearly that the IP version 4 or version 6 are showing none, I can go to my IP configuration, and I can see that this is expecting me to assign a static address. We'll go over addresses later about how they're put together. For the time being, let me just put an address, and I'm going to match the PC numbers, and it puts the mask in by itself. So 200.113, great. And I'll go to this guy, and I will put in the address of 200.112. There you go. If I were to open up PC3 and do an ARP-A, ARP is short for Address Resolution Protocol. If I want this computer to be able to communicate to that, this computer needs to know what the MAC address, the hardware address of that machine is. ARP's job is to do precisely that. It's going to take the current IP address of this machine, which is if I do another ipconfig all, you can see that my IP address is here. It's going to send a broadcast out onto this network of 2 and ask, listen, who owns this hardware address? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to do a ping to 200.112. And my ping comes back with successful results, which means it was discovered. Take a look and see that the ARP table now has the IP address or the physical address of this computer discovered. So it says, hey, this IP address belongs to a computer with this MAC address. And if you look at a MAC address, it matches. I know this is in lowercase, this is in uppercase, but you see it says B02539. So this is the most simple version of a local area network that you can have. We're gonna, in the next video, take a look at a more complicated version of a LAN where we have a switch. I'll see you in the next video.